In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to create a survey that you can give to your customers and get their feedback on your food product. Let's go. Let's start by saying that I have all the directions for this in your Launch a Food Project packet. So if you just go down to the very bottom, way down, you're going to see create your survey. And so obviously you clicked on the video, but I'm just saying like these are all the step-by-step directions. So, step one, it says open Safari or Chrome, whatever you got on your iPad, and then go to this link right here, forms.google.com. Let's go do that. So I'm going to open a new window. By the way, you should follow along with me. So do what I'm doing right now. Pause the video, go out and do it, then come back and watch the video. It's going to make this really simple. Okay, so let's go open a new tab, and then we're going to say forms.google.com. Forms.google.com. You can see it right here. Let me do that again, forms.google.com, and you can see the link right there. Okay, you're going to see up here it says forms, and then we're going to take a blank form. All right, here's your blank survey form, really exciting. We're going to start by editing your title. Now you can be simple and just say food test, or you can be fancy and say like pizza, I don't know what keeps doing that, pizza testing, or whatever you're testing. You can give it a kind of a catchy name. In your form description, you can say, something like, please answer these questions after tasting the food products. Okay, but you can write what you want there. Hey, here's question number one. Right now, it just says untitled question. We're going to enter our first question. I'm going to have you have 3 questions here. That is, how would you rate the taste of the food product or the product? How would you rate the taste of the product? And notice that there's a scale between 1 and 5. 1 is tastes bad, bad taste, and 5 is amazing taste. And so they're going to be able to say, it was pretty good. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. Or, wow, that was really amazing. So how do we create this? Okay, so what we're going to do is in question number 1, where it says untitled question, we're going to write the question, how would you rate this food item, food product? How would you rate the taste of this product? How would you rate the taste of this product? How would you rate the taste? Now, again, you should be doing this. So you should be pausing this video, going out to your survey and doing this with me. So don't just watch this, come out and do it with me. Okay, so now we're going to come over to this box here and we're going to choose linear scale. So of all these choices here, we're going to choose linear scale. We get to choose between a 1 and a 5, 1 to 10, it's up to you. I usually stick to 1 to 5, and then we can label them. So 1, what does it mean if they select a 1? Does that mean it tastes really bad? And then if they choose a 5, we can say tastes amazing. You can play with those words right there. Okay, so that is question number 1. If we want to see what this looks like from a user's perspective, we're going to go up to this little eyeball here where it says preview. When you click on that, it's going to take you to another site. Notice now we have 2 sites. We have the edit side. So this is where you can come in and edit things. And then the preview side is where this is what it's really going to look like when one of your people comes and wants to take your survey. And so they can choose a 5 or a 4, whatever they want, and they can click submit. Okay, let's close that for now. Come back to our edit side. Let's add, one last thing. You can turn on this required button. If you turn on required, that means they cannot not answer this question. They have to answer the question. If you leave this off, they can leave this blank. I'm going to turn this on. All right, we're going to add a new question. That second question we're going to add is, what did you like most about the food? And notice that they can write a whole answer here, like a whole paragraph. So it's not like this where they have to click a button. They actually type in their answer and their thoughts. So what did you like most about this food? I'm going to come back to my edit site. I'm going to I'm going to create a new question. And to do that, there's a little circle plus over here, add question. And we can say, what did you like most about this product? We're going to come over to here and we're going to choose paragraph. That's going to allow them to write in here. And again, we can make it required. Let's go look at now what this looks like in preview. So we go up to our preview window. Notice another one opened right here. And notice we still have our question here. And but look, I misspelled what. Uh-oh, so I got to go fix that. I'm going to close the preview window. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to update that. And again, I got it required. Let's add our third and final question. And that is, would you purchase this product for some amount of money if it were available? Now you're going to change that to whatever your product costs. So I just left it as a symbol because I wanted you to plug in your how much you think it's going to cost for your product. So would you purchase this product for this amount of money if it were available? So let's add another question. So click the plus button. Would you purchase this product for, and I'm just going to make mine up, $5.50 if it were available. Here, for our question type, we're going to choose multiple choice, and I'll show you why. For option 1, we're going to say yes. Yes, I would purchase that for $5.50. We're going to add an option for no, and then we're going to add one more option for maybe. So now we have 3 things. We have yes, no, maybe. Let's go see. Oh, I'm going to make that required. Let's go see what that looks like. So I'm going to click on preview and I'm going to come down. Would you purchase this product for $5.50 if it were available? Notice that red star means this is a required thing. If I click submit right now, notice it says, hey, this is a required answer and you didn't answer it. So they could either choose yes, no, or maybe, and then click submit. Okay, so you guys, we just created our first survey that you're going to get out to the people testing your food product. But I want to say this. Now what we need to do, we need to go into settings really quick. So find your settings right here. And we need to change a few things. Number 1, we need to change responses. Go into responses. And if you see this thing that says restrict to users in St. Paul Public Schools or wherever school district, turn that off. Secondly, you might want to limit them to only being able to respond once. In other words, if you give this to your auntie, you don't want her to take this 10 times. That doesn't make sense, right? So you can say limit to 1 response. You can turn that on. All right. Now let's go back to questions. So here are your questions. But the question is this: how do we get your users to actually take this survey? And here's how you do that. You're going to go into your preview window. This link right here, this URL, is what you're going to give to your testers to be able to take this. But who wants to remember this whole ugly URL? This is just terrible. No one can remember this. So I'm going to teach you a little trick here. We're going to grab this URL. We're going to copy it. We're going to open a new internet window, and we're going to type in QR code generator. QR code generator. Oops. Get out of here. What happened there? I'm going to do that again. So go to Google, and we're going to type in QR code generator. You're going to get a bunch of answers here. this is my favorite one. It's called QR code generator, and it looks like this. They're all going to look the same pretty much. What you're going to do here is you're going to paste in the URL, that big ugly URL that you just did from your preview site right here. So this is, I just copied this long URL right here, and I took it in and I pasted it here. Now look at this. This is the custom URL to your survey. All I got to do is take a screenshot of this. It's going to look a little different on, on the iPad, but here it is right here. If anybody pointed their phone at this, they would be brought to this link right here where they can actually take your survey. So that's pretty cool. And you can do whatever you want with this. So once you get this, and crop it down so you're only staring at the QR code, now you can use this you can make a Google Doc out of it, you can email it to people, you can print it, you can do a whole bunch of things with it. Okay, guys, so that's the tutorial on how to create the survey for your food testing thing, um, for your food testing project. So I hope you were doing this step by step with me. If you were, you're done. If you weren't, you're going to have to rewatch it and kind of go step by step with me. The last thing I'll say is up here, you're going to see untitled form. If you click on that, it changes it to whatever you have here. And then lastly, if you click on this folder, you can like move the file around to a folder or somewhere where you can go back and get it, because here's the last thing I'll say. When somebody responds to your survey, let's say someone comes in and says, hey, blah, 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 and then would they buy it? Maybe, and they click submit. Okay, so they just submitted that, but watch this. This is what's cool. Notice here you got one response. So questions, responses. If I come here, you're going to see how people are responding. So this person said, hey, they really like the product. They gave it a 4 out of 5. They wrote a bunch of text, which, you could read and understand. And then they said, would you purchase it for $5.50? Maybe. So maybe this price point is too high. If they really like the product, but they maybe would purchase it for $5.50, maybe they're telling you, look, that price point is just way too high. So you might want to think about, doing something around that. And then as more people submit, you're going to get more answers here. And so you're going to want to keep coming back to this and back to this and back to this to, monitor and get the answers to your survey. Okay, guys, that's it. Remember that there's two windows here. There's your preview window, and then there's your edit window. And so, if you need to come back and edit anything, it's here. And then lastly, we learned how to turn your preview window into a QR code, which you can share out with people so that they can take your survey. All right, great job. And let's let the fun begin.